Beyond Westeros and to the north of Essos rest the cold waters of the Shivering Sea, a harsh and turbulent ocean that, if navigated correctly, might act as a gateway to far-off and exotic lands. Legends claim that shimmering lights can be seen in its skies, with some believing it is the demon mother of ice giants, luring men further north to their doom. Some also speak of a mysterious place called Cannibal Bay, where the ice freezes beneath passing ships, trapping them in the area, and where the descendants of those lost in the past now survive by feasting on the flesh of those who newly arrive. There are also stories of a terrifying blue mist moving across the ocean, freezing everything it touches, pale flesh and black-scaled mermaids, and underwater spirits who rise in the night and drag the living into the waters. But perhaps the most interesting legend of all is that about ice dragons, roaming the skies, larger than those of ancient Valyria, with breath of cold and made of living ice. And while many tell tales of this dangerous ocean, it also represents a lucrative opportunity to those brave enough to venture in its waters. The Shivering Sea is home to hundreds of varieties of fish and sea creatures sold throughout the known world, with the western area representing the richest fishing grounds known to exist. Starting along its western coast, the north of Westeros, including the lands of the Night's Watch, the Wildlings beyond the Wall, and the islands of Skagos and Skane, border the Shivering Sea, with ports at White Harbor and Eastwatch by the Sea engaging in trade through its waters. Moving to Essos, there is the canal city of Braavos, founded by escaped slaves from the Valyrian freehold, becoming home to the Iron Bank and many religious temples of various faiths, including the faceless assassins of the House of Black and White. Continuing east, there is the city of Lorath, located on a small island just north of the mainland, considered along with Braavos to be one of the free cities of Essos, though the poorest of the nine. Its long history traces back to ancient maze makers who once inhabited the islands, but mysteriously disappeared. They were then colonized by ancient Valyria when followers of the blind god Boash came to its shores. Then there is the Axe, the original home of the Andal people, who migrated south to Andalos before finally making their way into Westeros. The area once known as the Kingdom of Sarnor, founded by the Tall Men long ago, whose cities fell during the Century of Blood following the doom of Valyria, with Sath as the only city to survive. The forested area of Ifakavron, meaning woodwalkers, was once a home to a race of forest dwellers who may have known magics and so were revered and feared by the Dothraki. However, the race has since vanished, leaving carved trees, haunted grottos, and strange silences in their absence. When Brian of Old Town journeyed aboard the Spear Shaker and visited these forested lands, many Ebenese told him of these ancient woodwalkers who were known to bless houses that left offerings of leaf, stone, and water. Just north of the Great Forest is the island of Eben, home to a race similar to men, but smaller, hairier, with broad chests and shoulders, well-muscled, with shorter legs and longer arms. Their heads have sloped brows, heavy ridges, small eyes, large square-shaped teeth, and rasping voices. They are also said to chew blubber and carry shaggy brown shields and axes into battle. And while they have difficulty reproducing with mainland humans, they are just as intelligent, surviving mostly off fishing and sea trade. In the north of the Bone Mountains is the realm of Jogwyn, once home to great stone giants twice the size of those in Westeros, who died out about 1,000 years in the past, leaving their massive bones in the area. The last of their kind was believed to be killed by the legendary hero Garak Squintai, Jatar of the Jogos Nai, at the battle in the Howling Hills. Then there is the Bay of Leviathan Sound, bordering the plains of the Jogos Nai, and the Thousand Islands, home to a mysterious and xenophobic green-skinned race, known to be hairless and small of stature, whose females have sharpened teeth and whose males are ritually circumcised. They are also believed to sacrifice passing sailors they capture to their dark fish-headed gods. Directly to the south, there is the secret city of Nefer, the last remaining holding of the realm of Nagai, inhabited by a people kin to the Jogos Nai. Although the area has a reputation as a place of torturers and necromancers, it is believed to have great wealth hidden underneath the city. Beyond Nefer and the Thousand Islands, Mussovy is the last known borderland to the Shivering Sea, believed to be a cold and dark place of terrifying shape-changers and demon hunters. And while the ocean itself continues on, no known travelers have made it further east and survived to tell the tale. From Westeros, Lord Corlys Velaryon was the first to travel the treacherous seas, making it as far as the Thousand Islands before returning and providing stories and information for the maesters of Westeros to catalog in their histories. A special thanks to all those who contribute to CivilizationEx, like Sean the Gallant Blackfire, Q Straight Arrow Valverde, Hayaki Snowbeard, Vinicius Xerxes Mendez, Red Priest Nemo the Flame of the Sea, and Daedry Dragon's Wit. You all make these videos possible, and I am eternally grateful for your support. If you would like to help CivilizationEx and gain early access to videos, access to the Patreon-only series, Heroes of Lore and Legend, and vote on future content to be produced, click on the Patreon link and pledge any amount you'd like on a monthly basis. Or if you'd prefer to make a single donation, you can use the PayPal link in the description below. And please be sure to like and subscribe, and click on the links to see more.